Hi folks, this is Sanka Niyoki. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce you to social problems this semester. I have been teaching at Diablo Valley College now for over 5 years. I teach sociology and I co-direct the social justice program. So this course on the introduction to social problems is definitely a course that is considered as fulfilling requirements for both the sociology major as well as the social justice major. I was born and grew up in New Delhi, India, and I have lived most of my adult life in the United States, in the Bay Area. I came for graduate school here, so I completed my PhD from University of California, Davis. Yes, I am an Aggie. And in graduate school, I specialized in the areas of race and ethnicity and immigration. Currently, I live in the city of San Ramon, and I live with my spouse and my daughter and my giant puppy who's standing here. Maybe he'll turn around. Now what I wanted to tell you about social problems is that my assumption is that some of you might have taken introduction to sociology, but many might not have. So we will spend the first week just kind of recapping some of the fundamental concepts in sociology, the theoretical paradigms. Second week, we'll look a little bit at methodology and theory, and then we'll jump into substantive social problems, right? My approach to social problems is from the perspective of social constructionism. Social problems are socially constructed. Therefore, what we prioritize as social problems, what we feel public outrage about, is all a product of social construction, right? For instance, in our society, how is it that we stigmatize folks with mental health issues more than we stigmatize folks who are engaging in drunk driving? Right, so those are things we will think about. We will also take the approach of C. Wright Mills, which is to look at our personal troubles and social problems, right, at the intersection of our individual biography and social history. So in other words, personal troubles cannot be analyzed simply at the individual level, but need to be understood in the context of social history. In terms of substantive problems, we will focus on health inequality and environmental justice. We'll look at mass incarceration and police brutality. We'll look at xenophobia or anti-immigrant sentiments, media manipulation. We'll do an analysis of violence with a focus on misogyny, transphobia, homophobia. We look at inequality in the institutions of education and work. And then in our final weeks, we will look at the possibilities for social transformation and change, because indeed, we are living in historic times. Now, I know that this is perhaps not an ideal situation. We're dealing with a global pandemic. There's an economic crisis happening. There's racial uprising happening. And I'm hoping that we can incorporate a lot of those lived experiences into our discussion and analysis. Keeping equity in mind, we wanted to offer synchronous as well as asynchronous options. So most of our content in the class will be organized by modules and will be recorded lectures and so on, which you can access whenever is convenient to you. But we will have one weekly Zoom discussion that will be optional, right? So this is for folks who can join in at any moment that is convenient to them, right? So you might not join every week, but maybe check in once in 2 weeks. This is our way of trying to create a community, a sense of belonging. Also, please remember, you can request a one-on-one Zoom with me, and I'm usually available between 10 and 4, pretty much Monday through Thursday. So just send me an email saying, may I please have a Zoom session with you. There are no silly questions in our class, so as your instructor, it is my job to answer all your questions. So please feel free to reach out about our class or about sociology or social justice as a major. I look forward to hanging out with you.